What's going on? It's Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Make sure you hit that like, hit that sub, comment, notifications, do all that good stuff. Look, it's a couple things that's happening in the United States in regards to the boogeyman and to the jab, and I'm gonna go over just a couple of shakeups that's getting ready to happen, and not a lot of people are happy about this at all. Okay. First and foremost, I want to say that I'm going to limit and talk in code here because because of everything that is happening on YouTube. Okay, but according to NBC Bay Area, Bart employees require all. Um, I'm sorry about that. The Bart transportation requires all employees to get the V shot against the COVID, or see, I already done said the name against um, the boogeyman by December the 13th. Even sometimes I mess up too, y'all. Uh, a lot of the several board members framed the policy as a necessity to keep both the transit agency employees and its riders, particularly the children under 12 who are not yet eligible for the V shot, protected against the virus. Uh, you know, and a lot of people are not happy about it, and they have to have the V shot by the 13th of December. Now, the BART officials have estimated that around 20 to 25% of the BART's nearly 4,000 employees remained um, in uncompliance. And the board director, Mark Foley, argued that this could lead to further outbreaks and potential service disruption. Okay. And Foley also has said that he is acutely empathetic to those that are, hesitant to get the V shot, and noting that he opposed against the V shot uh, for more than a decade after his 1 year old daughter was uh, was diagnosed with autism. So that even he was skeptical about it too himself. You know, and now him and his daughter are in compliance. He's went ahead and took the V shot, and he kind of fathoms where people are coming from, and he's just going by the policy at this point in time. Uh, Let me stop right there for a second, okay? Now, this is going to be a big deal because it's going to lead into the next thing that I'm talking about when we're talking about the uh, Seattle and Chicago police. Um, you know, this is a situation in which you have a lot of employees that are willing to take a stand and willing not to go to work in terms of not being in compliance. And uh, you know, it's a situation which a lot of people are feeling the way. Not that I'm on the side of Biden or anything like that, but Biden is sitting here saying that we shouldn't have anything to, we shouldn't let something like this cause division in between us. Now, I don't agree with anything that Biden says, but when he says that statement, I agree in the sense that it shouldn't be tearing us apart in terms of how we feel, and also in terms of employment. You know, now when it comes to the Chicago police, um, they came out with a report that up to half of the Chicago police officers could be put on unpaid leave over the V-shot dispute, and this is according to CNN. Okay, uh, and it states that the dispute in Chicago is emblematic of the tension across the country between unions and employers, and um, and other employers, as the cities and businesses seek to enforce the mandates. And see, what they're highlighting is that 228 officers have died from the boogeyman this year. In comparison to 245 last year, which is not that's not too much less, but they're highlighting the boogeyman is the leading cause of death for officers, despite them being among the first groups of having access to the V shot, and that's their whole argument. You know, now Mayor Lightfoot, who I'm not gonna lie, like, she's I agree with some of the things that she does says. Not, aside from this situation, she came out on record and basically is saying that uh, the law department will file a complaint against the union saying that we're they're encouraging a work stoppage or a strike, you know. And this is what else she said. She said, quote, I think that the city has alleged a public interest in precluding Mr. Katazara from making further comments encouraging his members to refuse to comply with the city's policies. So for that reason, I'll enter a temporary restraining order requiring that Mr. Katanazara be precluded from making additional public comments. That's what Judge Cecilia Horn said. You know, um, and this situation is going to get ugly because if they don't have officers that are in compliance of taking this, then a lot of people don't understand that the crime rate in Chicago is one of the worst. I think they led in homicides if I'm not mistaken, last year. If I'm not mistaken, okay, I might have to go back and go check that out. But there, in terms of especially young African American males, and then you got the gang culture going out there and everything. Crime is at its highest. So it's like a shortage of officers. It's gonna skyrocket, and this situation is really getting ugly. In terms of people stating that they don't want to take it, they do want to take it, all that other stuff. So it's causing a division. And then in Seattle, you have that situation. You have the same situation, and they're asking. Um, Hold on one second. Uh, they're asking I want to say sorry about that, y'all. Right, they're asking for the uh, Seattle Police Department, and they're setting a deadline for them to take the V shot too as well. And there's been a lot of people in terms of the Seattle Police Department that have, you know, they're choosing to go against the city's boogeyman V shot mandate. You know, uh, so all of some people might wonder why I'm talking about this is because now you're starting to see it's starting to circulate all over the country on people. They're coming down even on state officials, about taking the the V shot or whatnot, and they're even going so far as to bringing in the National Guard, things of that nature. You know, and a lot of these people, yeah, they're here to protect and serve, but they still have the same type of mentality that others feel around the United States about their body, their choice. They're still human beings too. And some of it, been people protesting. There's been people out there just willing to take that hit and take that loss in order for them not to comply. So this is just the beginning. Uh, you know, my feelings and thoughts about it is that like I with the Kyrie situation that we talked about. I feel the same way that a lot of those other people feel. It's their body, their choice. But the the state and lawmakers, they don't see it that way. A lot of them don't see it that way. And they're willing to enforce it and willing to do anything if it means taking away the pay, if it means getting rid of people, uh, laying people off, or what have you, in order to flex their muscles. You know, so yeah, tell me what you think. Like this video, share it, subscribe, and also hit the notifications too. Until then, it's Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. I will get at y'all later.